Hi, my name is Tom Painter and I'm the founder of the MoneyMadeEasyFoundation.org. We teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about money in a very fun way. We're a 501c3 nonprofit educational foundation that's dedicated to help you to change your financial life. Now, in order to do that, I've authored many different books and webinars, and I want to teach you the secrets of how to fix your finances. This is called 5 Steps to Financial Freedom, or 5 Steps to Fix Your Finances. So everybody grab a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write out and doodle what I'm going to teach you. Now, one of the fun things that as a foundation, our goal is to help you become financially independent and to change your financial state, not only for yourself, but for your family. If you could only have one thing to give to your children, either money or financial education, which would you give them? Well, you'd give them the financial education because they're going to be making and spending money their whole life. In fact, everyone who has a minimum wage job in the United States over a lifetime is $1 million that will come into your life. Sadly, a lot of that money is going to go to expenses, taxes, children, place to stay, place to live, food, energy, things like that. And most people will die broke and in debt. We want to fix that. So I want to teach you the 5 steps. So grab a piece of paper and a pen, and I'm going to go through this information. Now, one of the reasons we're doing this as a foundation is that we're going to be doing a live weekly class that you'll be able to watch. So there's a couple things I need to have you do. So number one is I want you to like, follow, and share this page, the MoneyMadeEasyFoundation.org page. I want you to do those 3 things. Like us, follow us, because that's the only way that we can communicate with you, and to be able to share this information with other people. Again, if you only give one thing to those you love, money or knowledge, what are you going to give them? You're going to give them knowledge, and that's what our mission is. The foundation has 2 purposes. One is charitable giving, and number 2 is financial education. So now the 5 steps are very simple, and every person you see, every person you meet are going to do a couple of these steps. The people that are very well off do all 5 steps. Now this is very, very simple, and we're going to add a lot more complexity as time goes on, but really step number 1 is you need to make more money. So write down make more money. Again, if you have a minimum wage job, you're going to make and spend $1 million in your lifetime. So number 1 is to make more than that. Most people will go through 2 million, 3, 4, 5 million. Mike Tyson, the famous boxer, made $300 million, but he declared bankruptcy. So by making a lot of money isn't the only answer. Number 2 is you need to separate your money. You need to figure out where the systems and the strategies are that you want to use with your money. So you want to separate. We want you to sort it. We want you to figure out where you want it to go. We want you to create systems for your money. Now, number 3 is you need to give some of that money away to the churches and charities of your choice. You need to give part of that money away. Number 4 is you need to save, and more importantly, you need to invest. And in these classes that we do on a weekly basis, we're going to teach you how to do the investing like Warren Buffett. I've met Warren Buffett. I have 3 of his autographs, and I have been investing with Warren Buffett for many, many years. Number 4 is to save and invest. Number 5 is to spend sparingly. The real goal is to get as much money into step number 4 as you can. You see, there's a simple formula for wealth, and the wealthiest people do the same thing. They simply add money on a monthly basis over time, and it goes up in value. That is the formula for the wealth. Monthly investment times time over a long period of time. So that's how you create wealth. Now, we want to concentrate on 3 major things in your life. We want to work on your health. We want to work on your wealth and your streams of income. Now, you're probably asking why health? Well, number 1 is your energy. If you felt 20% better, could you make 20% more money? Well, the correct answer is yes, because right now you have a job, and all of your income is coming into step number 1. Most people don't do 2, they don't do 3, they don't do 4, and all they do is 5. In fact, they don't have good systems to tell them how much money they can spend, and they get into financial debt. And that can be a real crusher for you. So number one is we want you to have more energy. We got to teach you the systems and strategies to do that. What are you eating? What kind of sleep are you getting? And what kind of exercise are you doing? If you felt 20% better, could you make 20% more money? Absolutely. Number two is your wealth. This is where we want to spend most of our time here, is in the systems to be able to create you wealth. And then number three is, how do we make more money? Well, number one is to be able to make more money with your job. And the way you do that is you find problems and you solve problems. But number two is you need a side hustle. You need a small business. Now, there's two reasons why you need a small business. Number one is to make more money. And number two is to pay less taxes. Warren Buffett's secretary, who has a job, is in a higher tax bracket than Warren Buffett is, who makes most of his money off of his investments. When I was very young, I was about 14 years of age, I was helping my dad sand this house that was next door because we were going to repaint it. And I asked him if I was getting paid. He said, "No, son, get back to work." And he could see that I wasn't too happy with that answer. So I asked him again a little bit later, and he goes, "You know, son, we bought this house so that it would have income to be able to put you kids through college." And he could see as a 14-year-old I wasn't that excited about that answer. And then he said something to me I'll never ever forget. He said, "Some people make so much money off of their small businesses, their investments, and real estate that they don't have a job." And that's what he taught me, and that's what I went out to do. Now, we have created a nonprofit foundation, and our purpose is to be able to teach these principles. There's 3 times in your life that you're going to spend most of your time. You're going to learn, earn, and return. Well, I'm in my return mode. And my dad and my mom both have passed away. And one of the things they taught us kids was how to be charitable and how to be able to pass down the secrets that they taught us as mentors to be able to make a difference in our lives. See, when I was 34 years of age, I actually had a heart attack. And as they were wheeling me into the operating room, I asked myself 2 questions. Number 1, was I coming back? And number 2, if I didn't come back, who's going to take care of these 2 special needs children that I have that are now adults? Because I'm going to be gone for 30 years, if we both have the same life expectancy, for 30 years before they do. That means that after I pass away, they're going to be on this earth for 30 years after I'm gone. And so I had to think very, very differently. How do I create investments? How do I create real estate? How do I create things to be able to take care of these children when I'm gone? So one of the purposes of the foundation, of course, is charitable giving. Number 2 is to be able to teach these systems. And so I would like to invite you to be able to do these classes with us. Our goal is to fix your finances. That's the first goal. Second goal is to work on your foundation area and to get the rest of your finances in order. Now, to do that, there's a couple things you need to do. Number 1, you need to like us. You need to follow us. If you don't follow us, then you won't be aware when we're doing one of our events. And we do a lot of Facebook Lives, and so I want you to make sure you click on the notification bar so that when we come on live that you'll be notified of that. And and share it. Again, we want you to share this information. Now, the reason for all of these is because that's the purpose of our foundation. So make sure you do those 3 things. Like us, follow us, and then be able to share this with others. Turn on your notification bar. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to have you get signed up into our other system that we use when we do our live classes. And so I want you to go to 5 Steps to Financial Freedom. Go to 5stepstofinancialfreedom.com, and when you do so, you'll be able to click on another link that will be able to send to you the actual link to be able to get onto a live class. So some of these we're going to do in Facebook, which is great, but we'll also do some in another program called GoToWebinar or Zoom. And the reason is because we want to be very interactive. And the only challenge with Facebook Live is that it's just me talking, and we can see chat, but we can't talk back and forth. Because one of the things we want to do is really work on a help session. Okay, so that's what the purpose of this is. The Money Made Easy Foundation, our goal is charitable giving and financial education, and I want to be able to help you. So 3 things. Number 1, like us, follow us, and make sure you share this information with those that you love. There's no cost to go through these classes. You can also go to moneymadeeasyfoundation.org. There's classes for kids, teens, young adults, and adults. There's the 5 Steps to Financial Freedom, and then Success Secrets and Money Strategies. And there's a whole bunch of classes there that you can go to. And that's one method of learning. Second method of learning is actually being on a class with me on a weekly basis. Now we're going to do these classes at 5:30 California time, which is 6:30 in the Mountain Time, and that's 7:30 to 8:30 on the East Coast. And you'll be able to come into these classes live. We're going to try and do them on Mondays, so think of Money Mondays. We'll try and do them on Monday nights, and we'll do those for the next little while, and we'll see how many people get involved with them. Okay, so that's what the goal is. Go to 5stepstofinancialfreedom.com and make sure you sign up there as well so that you'll be notified when we do the live classes. This is Tom Painter. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you online.